Seth Kaplan is managing partner of Airline Weekly. Seth, welcome. Good to have you here. I don't know, and you don't know, and very few of us know what kind of evidence the Justice Department may have in this case and why they are led to this probe. But as an airline traveler, it is easy, isn't it, to see why some people might think that these airlines are colluding. One airline charges for extra legroom. They all charge for extra legroom. One airline flies New York to L.A. for $600. They all fly to New York to L.A. for $600. And then there's the anomalies that you can't fly from New York to Minneapolis for $600. It's $900. And they all charge $900. It's easy to see why some people would think there's something fishy here, right?
Yeah, and on top of all that, for the past several years, really for the first time in history, we've had airfares rising in real terms on a consistent basis, and airlines finally, of course, earning consistent profits as a result. Now, you know, if you look just at that, I mean, it's hard to look at this market and say that it sort of smacks of collusion because, you know, airlines are still not putting up profit margins that would make most industries jealous. They're only doing well by their own awful standards. And you know, over the past day, a lot of people have said, you know, 4 airlines control 80% of the industry. Well, I mean, you know, 4 cell phone companies control a lot more of that industry. In most industries, it's like that. So airlines have simply made their industry look a lot more like others. It's just that compared to the past, airfares have had to rise.
They're doing well by their own horrible standards. That is going to be the quote of the day, Seth. Can you believe that airline executives, and I asked Gordon Bethune an hour ago, are dumb enough, and in the past, some of them were dumb enough to do some really stupid things. But do you believe they would be dumb enough to collude?
Yeah, I'm not sure I could answer that as colorfully as Gordon, but, you know, and that's the question, though. You know, now, look, if DOJ thinks that they can come up with these guys sitting in, you know, a smoke-filled room, so to speak, I guess now they'd be, vaping or something like that, right? And conspiring to constrain capacity, that's one thing. But if the argument here is, oh my gosh, you know, we can't fly to Disney World for $150 round trip anymore on the backs of the shareholders who were wiped out during those bankruptcies, on the backs of our neighbors who are pilots and flight attendants who lost their jobs. You know, that's the whole where there's smoke, there's fire thing doesn't really work here because, they've only sort of created a situation where, they can keep their heads above water on a sustained basis. And by the way, you know, it's good even as a consumer to not be buying tickets from airlines that we don't even know if they're going to be in business by the time they fly anymore. Still a pretty decent balance, but more expensive than it was just a few years ago if we're going to start history in 2009.
Seth Kaplan, managing partner of Airline Weekly. Good as always to see you.